At VJA, we believe in the power of relationships. We love the kids, and we love the adults that love our students. Our philosophy is very simple. Care for each other and hold each other accountable while demonstrating empathy and compassion. Restorative practices focus on resolving conflict, repairing harm, and healing relationships. They support a positive and safe school climate, preventing bullying, reducing disciplinary incidents. And at VJA, we are building a restorative culture that can mitigate the negative effects of punitive discipline, policies that perpetuate inequity. Our approach is using strategies to further create a sense of community, build healthy relationships, and develop conflict resolution skills, sense of belonging, and agency. The more we develop our own social emotional learning, the better equipped we are to collaborate in a climate of trust, mutual respect, and honesty. Restorative circles at Andrew High School provide just that, the opportunity for students to be in a safe setting while resolving conflicts.
With close to 20 years experience in the Dean's office, never would I have thought that our students, our student leaders would be part of a process doing restorative conferences, working to repair harm with kids returning from suspensions for physical altercations or fights, but here we are. And I think that this whole experience kind of speaks to our efforts as a school to create a culture of accountability to each other. And it's definitely authentic and certainly inspiring, and I'm very proud of our students.
A restorative school is really a school that puts relationships at the heart of everything that it does. Well, that's been the foundation of Andrew High School since its inception. And so restorative practices lean into that and allow us to go further down that road and put students right at the center of building community here in the school.
There are many restorative practices and restorative circles, and when we facilitate our circles focus on the 4 R's: responsibility, repair, relationships, and respect.
As a student leadership group, our mission is to create a more connected and positive school environment.
Our vision is that a community with staff, student, and administration, we can come together and support one another through completing challenges through authentic dialogue.
We believe that everyone at VJA has a voice and a place, that relationships are fundamental, and our responsibility to the community is key.
I was interested in becoming a student leader for Restorative Circles because I wanted to be a part of a club that supported positive change within the community. I also was excited to work with other motivated students around the school and to learn leadership qualities that I could take with me into the future.
I wanted to become a leader for Restorative Circles because I like helping others, and I think that it helped change the atmosphere in school to be more about students helping students instead of just disciplinary, and I like the approach that circles take.
I was interested in becoming a student leader so that I can have a positive influence on my fellow peers, but also help them solve conflict through a peaceful manner, and to gain experience from restorative circles to help solve conflict outside of this group.
Before my first circle, I was pretty nervous just because I wasn't sure how they were going to react to someone, like a student their age, asking them about why they made those decisions or how they were feeling in that moment. But once I realized that we were both nervous and they were feeling the same things that I was feeling, we came to kind of a mutual understanding that, you know, whatever happens in the room stays in the room, and it ended up really well.
I was really excited because I was hopeful to be able to help students come to an understanding of what the other student was feeling and kind of help them just mend the conflict that had occurred.
At first, how I felt with the circles that I have facilitated is that there is an energy that we start off with maybe some sort of discomfort and or a little bit of distress between each student. But later on within the groups that I have facilitated in circles, they started to grow comfortable with each other and sharing their stories and their experience, and also learning about themselves a little bit more. So it really made the difference to learn how to resolve conflicts with one another and also building off of each other in an appropriate manner.
Personally, I feel like all the circles that I've done have gone really well. Honestly, if you have someone who is open to actually thinking about it and persevering through the situation, you're more likely to get a more thought-provoking circle, and those seem to be the best ones when you just embrace it and don't have any shame in what you're saying.
I would like to think that they were helpful in terms of diffusing the situation and helping them come back into the school community in a better place.
I originally thought that it was quite weird and that it was going to be very awkward, being in front of students while confronting your problems with another student. The two students who did mine with me and my offender were very nice and calm and really let me and the kid who offended me do most of the talking, which I think was nice. And just to have a peer there at first, I thought it was going to be a really off and really weird experience, but it turned out to be pretty useful.
Restorative Circles, we meet students where they are. We help them grow using circle meetings. We do this by
helping to build authentic experiences, helping to build self-awareness to our own responsibility,
building a capacity to problem solve, creating an equitable environment for students to be heard and seen.
We provide various outreach opportunities. Our community outreach is with local nonprofits to help connect students and give back to the community. The first is the Pediatric Treasure Chest Foundation, a spring event where toys are collected and donated to be distributed to children receiving cancer treatments in various hospitals across the United States.
The second event is Sleep in Heavenly Peace, a winter event where students sand wood in order to build bunk beds for children who don't have any beds.
Beyond Circles, we do professional development and training for staff, advisory lessons for students, and we hope to have opportunity to connect staff and students in the future. This helps create more community at VJA.